she out here wondering why DaBaby don't want her. Cause you stink.
When's the next time you taking a shower?
Wednesday.
At least Thursday morning. So Tuesday.
Just my finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am. Nitpicking every little thing. Never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like, I notice it in me now. Just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend. Liquid. Yeah. I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
She would have really been up next had she just stuck to the script. You get what I'm saying? I used to love B. Simone. Like, when she first came out, I think it was like around the time before the journal. Like, maybe pre-pandemic. Like, I loved B. Simone. I thought she was just so funny. Like, I loved her laugh. Like, there was something off about her.
There's no way I just watched B. Simone in a bed with DaBaby doing what I think is a podcast. I don't even know. They rubbing feet together. Well, she rubbing her feet on him. She literally asking this man, what are we? Now, when she first asked him to describe their relationship, he said, you my friend, you cool. I fuck with you. She said, so you not attracted to me? Like, you forcing this man to say he attracted to you. Okay, cool.
Our relationship then. What is our relationship?
You're my friend. I fuck with you.
So you're not attracted
fuck
to
with
me?
I am.
So we're friends?
You're an attractive woman.
So we're friends that are attracted to each other?
Nah, but see, you don't even got to do all that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even got to, like, we can't just stop at friends. Like, you feel me? Don't get to talking about that you attracted to me. Because I'm going to do something. No. That's what I'm getting. That's you want me to goddamn.
We in the bed.
I'm trying to keep this. Exactly. I'm in this motherfucker undercover. See, I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me, but we're friends. I start talking about platonics and all that shit. Listen, that's why I'm.
Welcome back to StarHush, where we don't miss a thing. And today's drama, it's spicy, awkward, and full of cringe. Let's get straight into it, because if the roles were reversed, this whole situation would have been treated way different. People are saying if a man had done what B. Simone's been doing for years, he'd be behind bars already. No joke, because B. Simone has been chasing DaBaby like it's a full-time job, and it's been going on for way too long. The way she's been pressing him, it's got folks comparing it to Nikki Parker chasing after Professor Ogilvy, except less cute and way more uncomfortable. Now, for anyone unfamiliar, B. Simone is a self-proclaimed comedian and influencer who's all over social media. She says she's about health and positivity. Cool, do you? But here's the thing, ain't nobody really lining up to hit a B. Simone comedy show. Have you ever heard someone say, let's go catch a B. Simone set tonight? Exactly. Still, somebody clearly did, because now she's got her own Zeus reality show called You're My Boyfriend. I won't lie, I watched it. It had its moments. It was goofy, messy, sometimes kind of funny, in that chaotic way Zeus shows usually are. But the problem started when B. Simone started doing a little too much behind the scenes. She was out here promoting paid Instagram subscriptions, saying things like, if you want to see what we're going through with Jackie O and our grieving process, sign up to my IG subs. That move rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Folks felt like she was trying to monetize a tragic moment. And yeah, that didn't sit right with a whole lot of folks. Now let's talk about the part that really got the internet shaking. Her obsession with DaBaby. Look, it's one thing to be playful or flirty, but this, it's given full-on chase mode. And the wild part, DaBaby don't even mess with her like that. It's so cringe watching her go after someone who's clearly not feeling the same way. And it's not like she's the only one doing it. Lots of people ignore red flags every day, but DaBaby, that's a red flag parade, and she's acting like it's a love story. Some people online even joke that he might have gotten aggressive with her behind the scenes, though there's nothing confirmed, but the energy he gives off, it ain't sweet. She even tried to push the "what are we" conversation, and you already know how that went. He brushed it off like, who are we? Not what, but who. And when he kinda hinted that he thought she was cute or something, she flipped it into this whole, we're just friends who find each other attractive thing. Girl, what? DaBaby shut that all the way down with, let's just say buddies. It don't gotta be all that. And that's the real question here. Why put yourself through that kind of public embarrassment? But if we're being honest, B. Simone moves for money first, feelings second. And that's clear in almost everything she does. Whether it's a reality show, Instagram paywalls, or getting herself in headlines for chasing DaBaby, the hustle is always front and center.
That you guys want to be raw and real on y'all podcasts. But B. Simone, that interview with DaBaby was too raw for me. And when I say too raw, I mean too embarrassing. There should have been some editing going on in this, or the whole interview should have been scrapped. That interview was too close to begging for me. Her asking DaBaby to cook for her was equivalent to a man asking for his hug. Where my hug at? She kept turning up this little baby voice on him, and I think even he got the ick. He kept repeating himself, you my friend, we're not about to cross no boundaries. Honey, please read the room. Them being in the bed was already cringy. You're not setting up shop like this for nobody else. It's time to let that go. Shoot, it's even time to scrap that interview from the internet. I don't think it's too late.
Now listen, a lot of folks swear B. Simone is totally obsessed with DaBaby, and honestly, that's not even the full story. It's not just about him. The pattern seems deeper than that. From the way it looks, she's into anybody who checks off those boxes. Successful, attractive, got clout. That's her type every time. Let me remind you, a few months ago, Wall Street Trapper pulled up on her show, and the energy was real familiar. She was out here throwing playful vibes, giggling, giving full-on flirty energy, but just like clockwork, it felt like he hit her with the friend zone real quick. They might have been vibing on camera, but not even 3 days later, the man popped out publicly with his girlfriend, Natalie Nicole. That had people side-eyeing B. Simone again like, sis, how you keep ending up in the same situation? It's starting to feel like every time she gets close, the dude either ghosts her or dips back to his real one. The way it comes off to some folks, that Jezebel spirit vibe, like she's always chasing after someone who ain't really for her, even though now she's rocking the whole soft life and spiritual woman rebrand. It's giving contradiction. Let's be real, nobody's saying you can't like somebody. That's normal. But when the interest turns into chasing and pressing and doing it all on camera for the world to see, that's when people start calling it thirsty. It's like she's pushing so hard to get chosen and the energy's just not being returned. And this whole rebrand, it's not rebranding. Folks see right through it when you keep doing the same thing, but dressing it up in new words and outfits. You can call it growth, but the pattern's still playing out in real time. And look, everyone wants love, that's human. But when it becomes an obsession, the universe has a way of pushing it further away. That kind of energy makes the very thing you want slip out of your hands every time. Real talk, you gotta let go. You have to actually believe you're worthy of something solid, without forcing it, without chasing it, and without begging the timeline to root for your relationship arc. The right kind of love or success or peace shows up when you're not chasing, but when you're ready.
Just watch B. Simone in a bed with DaBaby doing what I think is a podcast. I don't even know. They rubbing feet together. Well, she rubbing her feet on him. She literally asking this man, what are we? Now, when she first asked him to describe their relationship, he said, you my friend, you cool. I fuck with you. She said, so you not attracted to me? Like, you forcing this man to say he attracted to you. Okay, cool. He said, yeah, I'm attracted to you. You're an attractive woman. So then she gonna take it a step further. So we friends that's attracted to each other? That's when he had to put his foot down. No. We not talking about who's attracted to who, platonics and all that stuff. Listen, then he had to try to make her feel good. He's talking about, I don't want to talk about that because then I'm going to want to do something. Boy, you know you don't want to do nothing with that girl. And why are y'all laying in the bed? This is cringy. Okay, it was cute when you had a little crush. It was cute. Okay, whatever. Girl, that was years and years and years ago. He has made it very clear and obvious he don't want you for fake or for real.
Let's just call it what it is. This whole thing, B. Simone has going on. It's starting to look like an unhealthy obsession. Real talk. At this point, it's giving more ego than emotion. Like maybe she's thinking, why doesn't he want me? I got looks, I got personality. What's the problem? But sometimes the answer's simple. Not everybody's gonna vibe with you, no matter how cute or funny you are. And in her case, that humor might actually be what's turning these guys off. A lot of dudes don't know how to handle a woman who's loud, goofy, and out there with her jokes. They start seeing her more like one of the homies instead of someone they'd take seriously on a relationship level. And let's be honest, how many more times is she gonna throw herself at DaBaby when it's clear that man is dodging every move? He's been swerving like he's playing defense in a finals game. She keeps tossing that energy at him, and he's just out here avoiding it like it's hot lava. Now look, they might have hooked up behind the scenes. No one's denying that could have happened. But it's clear Simone is trying to turn that hookup into a fairy tale, and he's not playing along. That's the real heartbreak, wanting more from someone who's just not on the same page. It's that rough truth we all hate when you're into someone, but the energy just don't match. Like Judge Lynn Toler always said, never let a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once. And the thing is, they don't always say it in words. Most of the time, it's in how they move. You could be dropping hints left and right, saying things like, I love flowers, I'd love a romantic date, I love thoughtful surprises. And if dude never shows up with any of that, if he's always too busy or just straight up ignoring what you love, that is the message. It means he's not trying to give you what you need because he's not trying to keep you. And what's worse is when someone like Simone starts chasing after a label, a title, a definition. Like, can we talk about what we are? Explain what this is? But if someone really values you, you wouldn't have to ask that. The action would match the energy, no questions needed.
It's our relationship.
You're my friend. You're an attractive woman.
So we're friends that are attracted to each other.
Nah, but see, you don't even got to do all that. Like, why we can't just stop at friends? Don't get to talk about that you attracted to me. Because I'm going to do something.
No, we in the bed.
I'm trying to keep this. Exactly. I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me, but we're friends.
There's a couple of things that I want to talk about here, but the main thing is never let a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once. And that man told you he didn't want you a couple of times, and you heard him, but you weren't listening. How many times and in how many ways does a man have to tell you that he's not interested for you to get it? This was almost embarrassing to watch a man like DaBaby, a man who already has questionable character, deny you publicly. And then why are we set up in a bed? He's telling you, well, yeah, I'll probably sleep with you, but it wouldn't be anything more than that. And you're like, you think that's cute? You're flattered by that? To be turned down by a man like this who has such little integrity, this man who publicly shamed, embarrassed, and harassed his child's mother, and you think he's a catch that you can't understand why y'all can't get together? Why are we even considering a man like this in the first place? The podcast is going the way that it's going because you are centering yourself a bit too much. Don't show us sides of your personality that really should be kept behind closed doors.
Let's keep it real. Knowing how DaBaby moves and how a lot of dudes move in general, they probably had a little moment behind the scenes. A quick link up, some vibes, maybe even more than that. But dating? Nah, he wasn't trying to go there with her. That part is crystal clear. And this is where you really gotta ask yourself, do you even like the guy like that? Or is it just the idea of him? 'Cause that matters. So many people get caught up in how someone looks, their fame, their clout, but not how they treat you. That's the key difference between somebody you want and somebody you're actually meant for. And for real, we can tell when a dude genuinely likes us versus when he's just in the mood to link up. The energy don't lie. If he's only pulling up late, never showing effort, and acting distant until he wants something, that's not love, that's convenience. So if you know the vibe is off and deep down you want something real, why even let him get that close to begin with? If you knew he wasn't relationship material for you, letting things go down anyway is only setting yourself up for confusion later. You can't play it like you're in it for love and then let situationship behavior slide, especially when you're someone who calls herself a relationship type. That title means something. You can't be out here entertaining hookups if you're out here saying, I'm a relationship girl. At some point, the actions gotta match the words.
Did you give me a baby?
Now you putting titles and you putting it in a box. Just saying like that ain't, nah.
Would you be like my boyfriend? Boyfriend.
You my friend.
Okay, you saying friends. Like, Tommy and Pam.
If they
why you don't want to do it to me? What you do? What if I was to, like, try to kiss you right now?
I run out this room.
That's my phone. You say my phone.
Not want you. I just got secondhand embarrassment watching B Simone and DaBaby doing that podcast. Like, how many different ways does a man have to tell you I'm not interested without him just coming out and saying it and hurting your feelings? She kept trying to twist his words to make it seem like he was interested in her, but he stopped her at every turn. Like, that's not what I'm saying. She's like, so you're attracted to me? And he was like, yeah, you're an attractive woman. And she was like, okay, so we're two people who are attracted to each other. And he was like, why I gotta be all that? Just stop. Even towards the end, she's like, I don't want you to go. Like, this man has said, we cool, we just friends, like, in so many different ways. And you're just not getting it. It's so embarrassing. And you can really tell he really didn't want to be there. He seemed so irritated. He was only there because he had to be there. But that's how women be getting their feelings hurt. A man will literally tell you without telling you, like, I don't feel like a man has to tell you everything. Why do you want him to hurt your feelings and tell you straight up, look, I don't like you? Just take what he said. Take the signs. It's clear as day.
No.
No?
No.
Did you shoot your shot? Because you would shoot your shot.
Yeah. I'm like, what's up? Look at me. Look at me. He was like, girl, move. Goofy. Ha, like, you're funny. I'm like, I make myself too quick. I think that's the problem. First date, I'm like, what's up? Let him get to know you. No, we never went on a date. But I do, he's a great businessman.
Honestly, and this is tough to say, I really do think B. Simone and DaBaby had something physical going on behind the scenes. The way she openly flirts with him, throws herself out there in public, that energy feels too personal to be just for laughs. It's like she's giving away the truth, but disguising it as jokes. But here's the real question. Was it just physical for him and emotional for her? 'Cause it's looking that way. She might have convinced herself it means something deeper, but from the outside looking in, it's like she's settling for crumbs, hoping that one day he's gonna wake up, spin around and say, you're the one. That whole pick me, love me, choose me energy, it's heartbreaking when you see it play out in real time. And let's be honest, we all know women who fall into that pattern, where they're so caught up in what could be that they ignore what actually is. Some women believe love will grow if they just stick around long enough, that maybe being available, loyal, or patient will earn them a real spot in his life. Others go even further, thinking that maybe having a child or living together will lock the relationship in, like, if we share a home or a family, he'll finally see I'm the one. But here's the harsh reality, and I've said this in other videos too. A man can get close to you, even physically, without having any real feelings. It's tough, but it's true. Just because y'all spend time together, or even cross that line, doesn't mean he sees you in that forever kind of way. Attraction and affection aren't the same as intention. And when someone's just going with the flow, while you're secretly hoping for love, that situation is already one-sided, and you're the one getting drained.
Clock is still a pick-me.
Is it your foot? I love you.
I love you too.
When's the last time you've been in love?
When I met you, I'm like, I don't know how to take this girl.
You thought I was playing.
You were.
Do you think I am too alpha, too boss to have the alpha man? Like, could a guy like you really, really date a woman like me?
Following B. Simone is spiritually dangerous because you cannot use God's name to build your platform, but then water down his standards to get male attention to go viral.
Or that was just for publicity.
What was your publicity?
You and B. Simone.
We ain't never said we dated.
I just see she really loves you, that's all.
B. Simone is a genius.
And here you are flirting with a man that does not see a future with you. That is bait, not boundaries. And the enemy does not need you to sleep with him. He just needs you to stir the pot and make you think that confusion is chemistry. Please hear me. The spirit behind flirting is lust. Lust is sneaky and it craves control. That's why flirtatious behavior opens up the door to spiritual danger. When you promote Jesus, but then you turn around and position yourself to be chosen by someone who does not share the same standards as you, that is instability. And this is not to judge her. It's about calling out spiritual confusion from someone who claims to represent Christ.
Now it's your turn. I want to know what you think. Do you believe DaBaby and B. Simone really had a secret situation going on behind the scenes? Is that the reason she's been so locked in on him for all these years? Like, is that low-key hookup energy the real reason behind all the devotion, the public flirting, and the way she's always circling back? And let's talk about that podcast move. Out of everybody she could have sat down with, why DaBaby? What made her pick him specifically to share screen time with when there were a dozen other influencers and celebs she could have worked with? Is it about love, clout, closure? Or is she just keeping herself in his orbit, hoping for something that's never really gonna come? Drop all your thoughts in the comments. We're watching everything. Don't forget to like this video if the tea had you glued, subscribe to stay locked in with all the real talk, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a drop. I'll see you on the next one. My stars and hushers. Stay tuned, because this drama, it's far from over.